And while all eyes were on the Derek Chauvin case this week, there were developments in another case involving a deadly confrontation between police and a black man, this one much closer to home. Just this week, the date was set for the start of a judicial inquiry into the city's response to Eric Garner's death. Joining me now is Eric Garner's mother, Gwen Carr, who has become a tireless advocate for police reform. Gwen, good to see you again this morning. Thank you for coming back.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Gwen, it has been such an emotional week for you, for the country, for George Floyd's family. You have been alongside the Floyd family in Minneapolis for Derek Chauvin's trial. All the while here at home, this hearing into your own son's death got underway. Very different outcome for Floyd's family than yours. Seeing the verdict come down, how did that feel in that moment for you?
Well, it felt like a sense of relief because the officer did stand accountable, which he didn't in my case. There was a court date, and we have to remember, though, that this was just one guilty verdict. There are thousands of cases out there that need to be looked into, that needs to be investigated. So, I'm so elated for the Floyd family, but we have to go on. We have to do more. There is more work to do because there's thousands of us out there.
Right, this is just the beginning, right? George
Yes.
Floyd's brother wrote an op-ed today in the Washington Post. I want to just read a snippet for you and get your reaction. He said, "It's up to all of us to build on this moment. What does justice feel like? It feels like maybe we can finally take a breath." Do you believe, Gwen, that Derek Chauvin's guilty verdict means that we have now turned a possible corner on holding police accountable for their actions?
Well, we must do more, though. We held this police officer accountable, but what about the other hundreds out there? But it is a step in the right direction. Right now, we are seeming to go forward. But as we seen yesterday, the police are still killing unarmed people. So we have to keep a close eye. We have to do the work. And, you know, we have to go forward and don't sit down. As I said, there's plenty of work to do. We can't go to sleep on this.
Gwen, I don't know if you heard, but yesterday it was breaking news that the Justice Department opened this federal investigation now into policing practices in Minneapolis in the wake of the Chauvin verdict, and congressional lawmakers now pushing for federal policing policies. That's another start in the right direction. What's your reaction to it?
Definitely, that's a start in the right direction. Here in New York, I have the Eric Garner anti-chokehold law, which is only statewide, but we need national legislation on that, and that's where the George Floyd bill comes in. And we have to not only pass these laws, we have to have them enforced.
Gwen, you're a mom, and you are out there each and every day speaking to other mothers along their journeys with what happened to their children. I can't imagine it gets any easier for you doing that and having to relive what happened to your own son. And that brings me to his case and the latest here. Officer Daniel Pantaleo didn't face a criminal trial. You and I have talked about that, but he was fired from the department. Just last month, Pantaleo's appeal to get his job back was denied. However,
Yes.
Mayor de Blasio and the NYPD will be defending their actions in now a judicial inquiry. What does that mean? Walk me through the process.
Well, what it means is that we want those who was responsible for my son's death that day to take the stand. We want those officers also to stand accountable for my son's death. Even though the mayor, they are dragging their feet, even though we do have a court date, but they are appealing it at every step of the way. We are just asking them to throw those appeals away because they know that there was wrongdoing in my son's case. We want transparency. We want answers. So this is why that myself and the other organizers are pushing so hard to get them to take the stand. And so far, it's working. And although they're shunning it, putting it to the side, but we will have a day in court.
Yeah, Gwen, do you think that George Floyd's death and Derek Chauvin's conviction will influence what may happen in the latest legal fight to get justice for Eric?
Yes, I think because Eric's death laid the groundwork that led up to George Floyd. Okay, now everyone is aware, everyone is awake, everybody sees how cruel they are in the Black and brown communities, and everyone will be watching. So we want them to do the right thing as the mayor called for the investigation in another state, he has to take care of his own state, which is Eric Garner and so many others who were murdered here.
Gwen, you have always impressed me with your strength and with your resilience and with your compassion for other mothers and your pursuit for change. I want to ask you on a personal level, though, because I don't think I've ever asked you this over the years in speaking with you. How do you keep going? Where do you get the energy to keep moving forward in this fight?
Well, I pray a lot. I have to pray before I leave out the house because we never know where this journey is taking us. And talking with other mothers and dealing with other families, it's like a therapy for me because some mothers are so hurt, so they can't get out of bed. Some are taking strong medications, and others has even attempted suicide. So I think if I can get through to a few of these mothers, that would help me. It helps me to go forward. It helps me to help them go forward.
You know, I want to get your reaction on one more thing that was written in that op-ed that just really jumped out at me, written by George Floyd's brother, Philinase, who said, "This week our family received a measure of justice because regular citizens and those in authority took the most basic human action. They did the right thing."
Yes, they did. And they tried to call them a unruly crowd, but that crowd, they showed that crowd was just being concerned citizens. They did the right thing, just like in my son's case. Ramsey Order, he did the right thing. He had the courage to stand there, take that video, which some people don't have that type of courage. But I thank God that the people who did, I thank you so much in my case and in the George Floyd case and so many other cases. And I just hope in the future that so many other of us will get justice. This is a little bit of justice for all of us,
Right.
but we need true justice.
Exactly. And that video certainly had a lot to do with it. Gwen Carr, always appreciate your voice. Always appreciate you coming back. You are welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gwen.